We're here at PCA National Headquarters, so we thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to show you how to recondition the tops on your Porsches. Here we have an 87 911 with an original top, about 50,000 miles or so. And we have two Boxsters over here, also with original tops, each one of them well over 100,000 miles. Now we've chosen three products: Ragtop, 303, and of course from Porsche themselves. The key to cleaning and reconditioning your top is making sure you do a good job. Preparation is key. We're going to show you how to wash it. We're going to show you how to tape it all up. And then we're going to show you how to use the protectant and spray it on. And we'll show you step by step. Be sure to log into your YouTube account, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. Best of all, it's free to do so. Okay, so we've hosed everything down. The car was actually washed before, so the top was relatively clean. But you want to spray anything that's, loose, dirt or whatever off of your top. And you want to pay attention to all the seams. And once you spray it everywhere, try to stay away if you can from the plastics and the paint surface if you don't need to be there anyway. Just spray. Try to be even as possible. And then after you spray it, you're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes and let it do its magic. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clean the top of this Boxster. Now this one has been treated probably about a year ago, but as you can tell, unlike the cup test, when we saturated it with the hose, it really went into the fabric as well. So this definitely needs to be reconditioned. Okay, so for the Porsche product, it's a little bit different. It's not in a spray bottle like the other two. What you're gonna wanna do is about 5 liters of water and a cap full of this cleaning solution. All right, we're gonna mix it well in the bucket. We will spray down the top, get it nicely saturated, and then we're gonna use this microfiber. You can use a microfiber cloth or a microfiber sponge such as this to apply it to the top. So you don't need to use a lot of pressure. You're just trying to get any contaminants off of the top. Just like when you're washing the paint of your car, just be careful not to scratch anything. Turn the sponge often. All right, now that it's been saturating for about 10 minutes, you're gonna go back. This is a brush that is provided by Ragtop. It's a very, very soft nylon brush, like so soft you can use it on your face. But I would not use those hard nylon ones that you get at the hardware store, because basically what you're trying to do is just agitate a little bit the surface of the top. You're not digging into it. You're just kind of working the solution in so that it's clean. Now, if you don't have a brush like this, you can always use a microfiber. The key thing is something that doesn't lint, because you don't want the lint to spread and get embedded into the cloth. So if you notice, it's already looking really clean. It's getting dark, but that might just be because of the water. And hopefully once we protect it, it'll retain some of this color, because these older tops have definitely grayed out. Be careful, even though these are soft, you still don't want to rub them unnecessarily up against the plastic, the paint, or anything like that. Take your time. All right, now that we've brushed it, we are going to rinse it all off and then let it dry thoroughly. This is the 303 product, and I did start rinsing off earlier, and I noticed that it's much more sudsy than the Ragtop product. Now, for those of you that might be thinking about using a regular car wash to clean your top, don't do that, because you don't want those suds in your top, and when it rains, it'll take forever to get out. So do not use a regular car wash for your top. So after washing the top, we left it in the sun so that it completely dried. Now what you want to do is go back with the lint roller and make sure you take all the little pieces of potential lint or dirt that might still be on the top. So we're doing this inside. This stuff definitely smells quite caustic, so you want a very well ventilated area in which you're working from. Kind of went overboard with covering the car, but hey, why not? Make sure you cover it so that you don't get overspray on the paint that you've worked so hard to keep clean and make shiny. Now this 303 requires us to apply it lightly, not fully saturated, but in a cross-hatch fashion so that's nice and even. Again, we're just spraying it on a cross weave pattern, make sure it's nice and even. It's already darkened up really well, so this is sort of the good measure coat. Okay, so with this one here, something to note, we brought it inside because it's windy, but it's actually this product, they say not to apply it directly in the sun. You definitely want a well-ventilated area since it's got some sort of propellant in it. And as far as drying time, it just talks about letting it dry completely. It doesn't give you a cure time, unlike the 303 product, which I needed 12 hours or something like that. So for this one here, it's going to ask us to hold it about 10 to 20 centimeters away. Again, this is aerosol as opposed to the other one, which was a pump action. You're going to apply it on in a crisscross fashion, trying to be even as possible. All right, so we've let all three cars tops dry completely overnight. This one here, we've actually done 3 coats since it had never been treated before and it was in pretty bad shape. The other cars we did 2 coats on, so time to test it out. There you have it. Our top reconditioning project is done. Super easy. All 3 products you can find online. You can do it yourself. Just take the time to thoroughly clean your top. Be sure to prep in terms of taping things off, making sure you're careful with overspray. Read the instructions. The instructions across 3 products are a little bit unique. This one has the pump, these have the aerosol. Work in a well-ventilated area. If you're sensitive to strong smells, this is going to be important. You might even consider wearing a respirator. The 303 out of all 3 products was less offensive in terms of strong smells. If your top is older or if you haven't conditioned it over several years, you might want to put multiple coats. We did at least 2 coats on the Boxsters. We're doing 3 coats on the older 87 911. Drying time? Probably overnight should be plenty across all 3 products. That's really all you need. You can do this yourself. If you have any questions, leave a comment below.